All right, guys, we are back at it with another one here. We are back at it with another one. And man, oh man, is it escalating in Europe. Man, oh man, is it escalating in Europe. Okay, Putin launched one of the largest drone strikes into Ukraine. There were civilian casualties. There was destruction everywhere. And, you know, this is while ongoing negotiations, wink, wink, are happening with Trump and Ukraine. And, Trump, we already saw what Trump's deal was with Ukraine and what that was about. But pretty much Trump told Ukraine, yeah, we'll continue helping you guys out. We'll continue funding the war. We'll keep sending you weapons. But you pretty much need to give us half your shit, right? Like, so we'll keep supporting you, but you have to submit to economic colonization by the Trump administration over Ukraine, guys. That's what he pretty much told them, right? And so, obviously, Ukraine and the EU were like, okay, no. Right. And then, he took a weird turn where Putin now became the good guy, and then Zelensky's preventing shit from happening, and he's part of the deep state and this and that. And Putin's playing Trump like a fiddle, guys. Putin's playing Trump like a fucking fiddle. All right. He doesn't even take him seriously. We remember when Putin, they asked him, like, who do you want to win the presidential race? He said, the one that's president now, Biden, is good. He doesn't give a shit. Now Trump's starting to realize, Putin might not be someone you can have a rational conversation with or negotiate with in terms of, Putin's not pretty much, Putin didn't come from a fucking reality TV show and decided to be president the next day. This guy's been KGB his entire life, okay? So Trump's over here fucking around playing games, and Putin's like, we're taking all of Ukraine, and there's nothing you can do about it. And even if you try, we'll come for your ass too. All right. So that's really what's going on here. And now we got one of Putin's envoys, Deputy Chairman Dmitry Medvedev. I totally fucked that one up, but he's pretty much saying, like, you guys better chill because now Germany is mobilizing troops and they're moving around their long range missiles, and now they're saying this is like 11th hour now. It's like, okay, negotiations aren't going anywhere. Russia is going to take Ukraine. He's not fucking around. And by the way, the last 2 days, guys, they moved in. They took up like huge swaths of land, like 53 miles. Like they took like 2 New York cities in Ukraine. So now, like, the little incremental, wins there again, now it's doubling, it's tripling. So it's like, pretty soon he's going to take that whole shit, and then he's coming for Poland. You best believe he's coming for the rest of the Soviet Union. So yeah, man, Putin doesn't want to end this war, and now it's like, okay, now they're looking at Trump like, all right, you're pretty much either you got to make a decision. But let's look at what Dmitry had to say here. This is Yeah, so Dimitri was like, you know, because Trump was boarding Air Force One, and we saw that clip when he was all standing there like, oh, this isn't the Putin that I once knew. Putin is supposed to be this nice guy. I didn't know he's this like evil maniac trying to conquer Europe. I didn't know. Remember, he made that stupid comment on Air Force. Like, Trump finally figured out, oh, Putin equals bad. Like, what an idiot, man. Wait till he figures out, oh, wait, Israel really, like, leveled all the hospitals and the schools and killed 28,000 children? Really? I didn't know. I thought they were great. Jeez, man, this guy's a fuck. See, this is the problem, bro, when you put, like, guys like this and who are, like, known to be celebrities on a fucking, like, reality TV show, and they get into politics trying to play games with, like, the KGB. You know, these guys drool over reestablishing the Soviet Union. Like, they literally drool over that shit, okay? And they're not over here playing fucking games and kicking it with Epstein, hanging out with Epstein, and going on Epstein's island and sticking a finger up their butt, you know, with all trails of blackmail and footage, and then they want to get into politics. Like, no, bro, that's not how it fucking works. Okay, like, these guys are the real fucking deal. Yes, they're gonna take over. They're gonna expand and take over the entirety of what was the Soviet Union. Okay, like, get that through your fucking head, dude.
Welcome to the NewsHour. Russia is escalating its bombing campaign against Ukraine with a massive drone attack hitting cities and towns overnight and into this morning. In the past week alone, 30 Ukrainians have been killed and more than 163 injured. That's prompted President Trump to lash out at Russian President Vladimir Putin, but also Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as diplomacy stalls and violence rages. A late night for Ukraine as flames and sirens broke through the darkness. Overnight, Russia sent the biggest drone attack of the entire war so far. Ukrainian Air Force officials say more than 355 drones came from Russia last night. And the night before, 298 drones.
Jeez.
Plus almost 69 missiles. Today, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the attacks made it clear Russian President Vladimir Putin didn't want to end the war.
All the more so as Russian strikes are becoming increasingly brazen. Over 900 attack drones launched against Ukraine in just 3 days, along with ballistic and cruise missiles.
On Sunday outside of Kyiv, Ivan and Lyubov Fedorenko's home was destroyed.
Thank God we had no children at home. Yesterday, I was trying to persuade my daughter to come to us. After all, she lives on the 8th floor in Kyiv, and here it's the ground floor. She said, "No, Mom, I'm not coming." And thank God she didn't come, because the rocket hit on the side where the children's rooms were.
Moscow's defense ministry says they've shot down more than 100 Ukrainian drones, and flights to Moscow were diverted on Sunday and Monday. On the tarmac yesterday, President Trump said he was losing patience with Russian President Putin.
I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all, okay? We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
But the president dodged questions about what changes he's willing to make, such as sanctions on Russia or military assistance to Ukraine.
President, what do you want to do about that?
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. We'll see what we're going to do. What am I going to tell you? You're the fake news, aren't you? You're totally fake.
Later on,
yeah, I mean, Putin could give a rat's ass what Trump has to say, guys. And anyone that you see what he had, like, anyone that tries to ask him a serious question, like, hey, man, what are we going to do about this, man? Because now it's like, the civilian toll is because it never used to be, civilians were very minimal, in the initial stages. Now it's kind of escalating, and like they're taking more swaths of land, so there's more civilian casualties. It's not like how the Israel style, where it's like you strictly target women and children. You don't even target the fighters. Like, you're strictly targeting women and children. But to their defense, right? But there is a higher amount of civilian casualties that have increased over time, and now they're taking even more swaths of land. So like now, instead of like when they were moving in, like they'll take like a little village here. Now they're taking fucking cities and shit. Like 53 miles worth of shit they took like yesterday, I think. And they're just, you know, they're just making the move. And Trump's sitting there like, oh, you know, I don't like it. I don't like it. And everybody was getting at Zelensky. Oh my God. How could you speak to the president like that? How could you talk to Trump and then the other clown JD Vance? How could you talk to them like that? You came in there, you don't appreciate all for everything that you've done for us. And everyone was getting at him like, dude, he's defending his country. Like this country's fucking being taken over, you know, and he's pretty much letting Trump know, like, dude, you're dicking around with Putin, and Putin's not fucking playing games. He's not gonna stop. Oh, no, I know Putin. He's a good guy. It's you. You're the bad guy. You're the one that no one likes. You know, you're the sleazy guy that comes here and gets billions of dollars in military aid. No, motherfucker, he's defending his country. Okay, which I don't like. By the way, I don't like Zelensky at all. I don't like Zelensky at all. I think Ukraine's a corrupt country, but you know, he's doing what he has to do to defend his country. You know, and at the end of the day, like, you know, it's a strategic country for us, especially because it's on the border with one of our biggest adversaries, right? So why would you want that taken over? And then, you know, if he takes that over, everything else is just easy peasy for Putin, right? So, anyways, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe.